Yo, what is up, guys? We're out here in the gritty streets of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, and we're going to be doing my basically predictions of UFC 209, which is going to be happening tonight live on pay-per-view. We're going to be talking about some of the fights that I want to see and breaking it down. So we got Tyron Woodley versus Stephen Boyd Thompson, and Stephen Boyd Thompson is a dude who is like this karate guy, and in the first fight he didn't implement his karate game, didn't implement the game that he really wanted to. And Tyron Woodley was the dude who got him up against the cage and was very aggressive. He took him down, rocked him a few times, and ground and pounded him and almost submitted this dude. And Tyron Woodley's not a dude who's known to have an extremely good gassing. Everybody's saying he's a power guy. Like, he's very athletic, very powerful. But when it comes to the overall fighting, he can't last 25 minutes. Well, he proved that he could, because he lasted 25 minutes with Stephen Boyd Thompson. That's why he's a champion. I think he's going to be smashing this dude. I think he's going to be more aggressive. I think in this fight, the karate is going to play more of a, what do you say, game. He's going to go out there and do more flashiness. But the wrestling and the size and power is going to Tyron Woodley in this fight. And everybody's saying this is one of the best fights ever. When you're having Khabib versus Tony Ferguson, this is one of the craziest fights ever. I don't even know really how you count this fight or call this fight, because you have a guy who's on a 9-fight win streak, then you have another guy who's on a 24-fight win streak, and some people are saying Khabib has never fought a top-level guy besides Michael Johnson, and Michael Johnson had him rocked, and Tony Ferguson has a 7-inch reach advantage, and that's going to play into his game plan. And he has weird takedown defense, and he has really good stand-up skills. So people are saying that Khabib's stand-up skills are whack, which they pretty much are. If you see the way he strikes, he's very unorthodox, very not like high-level striking at all. He's very, very weird when it comes to the striking game. He kind of like throws wing punches so he can catch his opponent where they're kind of ducking and jiving and moving, and then he shoots in for a takedown. But he's very aggressive with the takedowns. So if he takes him down, it's the 10th planet jiu-jitsu of Tony Ferguson going to come into play, where he can pull off a submission and choke out Khabib. I don't know, man, because Khabib is a very aggressive dude. And the dude's just a beast when it comes to the ground game. He made Michael Johnson look like crap, but a lot of people are like, well, Michael Johnson isn't the same dude on the ground as Tony Ferguson. That's true, but I think Tony Ferguson is going to have his hands full. I think it's going to be one of the greatest fights ever. I can't really call who's going to win or who's going to lose, to be completely honest with you. I think it's just going to be a back-and-forth brawl. I hope it goes all 3 rounds and the best man wins. I want Khabib to win, but I highly doubt that's going to win if it keeps it standing. So what do you guys think of my predictions? Let me know what your predictions are in the comment section below, because I definitely want to hear your opinions on UFC 209. You guys think it's going to be a great card, not a great card? A lot of people saying this card isn't the best card that it could be. It could have been a little better. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Stephen Boyd Thompson fight, I'm not really a big fan of his. I think Tyron Woodley's just going to win that fight again. And I think Khabib is going to have a hands full against Tony Ferguson. And when it comes to Alistair Overeem versus Mark Hunt, Brendan Schaub's saying Alistair Overeem has not improved as a fighter, and Mark Hunt has. Where's Mark Hunt improved? He hasn't thrown submission game. He hasn't thrown leg locks. He can't throw that kind of stuff. Once you get him on his back, he ain't that great. You're going to have 2 high-level strikers, but I think the reach, the size advantage of Alistair Overeem is going to play into this fight. He has brutal knees, brutal kicks, brutal striking. His striking, I think, is better than Mark Hunt. I think if he plays it safe and just keeps it standing, he's going to win. But when you have Mark Hunt, he's coming there with like wing and punches, like he jumps into his punches, and he's a very stocky dude and very brutal, and he does the one punch brutal knockout, the BKO. But I think Mark Hunt versus Alistair Overeem could be the fight of the night. I think someone's getting brutally knocked out. I like Mark Hunt. I like Alice Overeem. They're both two top strikers, two top fighters. But I think if one person's going to win this fight, it's either going to be a brutal knockout or some weird takedown that get you into a submission game. But I don't see either one taking either other down, because when was the last time Alice Overeem took someone down and really submitted them? Like in the Pride days. When was the last time you seen a ground and pound from Mark Hunt? Pretty much never. So, with that being said, I'm going to definitely have to pick my favorite of the two guys, and that's Mark Hunt. I think he needs to come back and win, because he was on like a couple fight win streak until beastly Brock Lesnar did what he did to him. And that fight with Brock Lesnar was kind of whack. And then you had the Alistair Overeem saying he tapped out Steve Miocic, and he goes, I tapped him out, so I let go. I don't know what that was all about, but they're both coming off 2 losses. One was a title fight, and one was a weird Brock Lesnar fight. So I think it's going to be a hell of a card. So that's my take on UFC 209. As always, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Trevor, and this is another MMA Breakdown.